Bonjour. L'intro elle est trop longue en vrai. Faut que je pense à la couper un peu plus tôt à chaque fois. Ok, ouais, direct. Bon, du coup, ça me. Ouais, c'est bon, ça sauvegarde exactement là où je me suis arrêté, donc c'est cool. Il va falloir que je continue de faire des chronostases. Et que je fasse un peu le tour de la ville. Autant que possible jusqu'à 6 heures. Là, le but vraiment, c'est de faire des quêtes annexes.
Missy, how about a drink?
Looks like you've already had enough for both of us.
Not by half. I'm just barely getting started here. You wanna know why? Ask my dearly departed fiancée. She left me standing there like a fool at the altar.
Do you really blame her? Who wants to marry a drunkard?
You got it all wrong, honey. I started drinking after she left me. Everything has gone downhill since then. You probably won't believe me when I tell you, but I used to command a whole legion of the Order's finest men. Those days, I was on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down.
Then why did your fiancé leave you? You must have some idea.
Not even the foggiest. Me and Filiana, we were so in love. Or so I thought. Then she disappeared and never came back.
She disappeared out of the blue? Are you sure something didn't happen to her? You did look for her, didn't you?
Of course I did. From the palace in Yuznan to the edge of the wildlands. I searched for decades, but I never even heard a whisper of Filiana. And when I described her, no one had ever even seen her pass through. My Filiana was a looker. No one could have forgotten seeing her. We were the happiest two people could be. But then, I crashed down from heaven to hell. There's no salvation to be found in this world. No God or Savior to deliver us.
And if there's no salvation, then there's no hope?
Can you honestly tell me that I'm wrong? Show me. Show me where there's any hope in this place. What? You're gonna find my Filiana for me and prove me wrong?
Ok. Je sais pas trop où je vais la trouver, mais ok.
I'd be willing to at least try. If there's still hope in this world, it has to be found. You have to look for it.
Ha! You're a tough chick with a good heart. Thanks for offering. That's good enough for me.
I said I was willing to try, and I meant it. Where was the last place you saw what was certainly your better half?
You're actually going to go find her? Filiana and I both lived in XIII back in those days. She was a fantastic cook. Her skills got her a job at a swanky restaurant where all the foodies went.
Did you check out the restaurants in XIII? It's possible she's working in one.
Oh, you don't get how desperate I was back then. I checked every lead I could get my hands on, but I found nothing.
I'll go back and check them again.
What? You will? You would do that? For a stranger? I don't know what to say. Here, take this with you. Matching rings. Seeing it just reminds me of her, but I don't have the courage to throw it away.
Ok, donc quand j'irai à XIII, il faut que je pense à faire le tour des magasins.
Sorry, but you're in my way.
Not that one of us even ever saw his face.
I'll never forget the days I spent with my baby. Never.
Je voulais aller voir ça, mais je vais peut-être terminer par ça. Non, du coup, je vais peut-être faire un tour par là-bas. Des fois qu'il y a des nouveaux trucs.
Nothing to speak of.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true.
Ah, ça j'en ai déjà une, je crois. Place de la cathédrale dans le 100 quartier après minuit. Ok. Bon, gratos. Pareil. Ça c'est cool quand j'ai déjà ce qu'il faut.
You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantabulously impressive.
I'm surprised you've heard of me. What do you want? All right, take off.
Je sais pas si c'est une bonne idée de refaire un tour par le cimetière. Parce que du coup, maintenant qu'on a passé le truc, il y a peut-être des nouveautés, mais... c'est long et chiant. Quoi qu'il y a des ennemis qui refilent du... J'irai après. Il y a pas mal d'ennemis forts qui refilent des PE.
Fool could not hope to win. Lightning strikes. The mist clears, the cycle is complete.
I knew it! Everyone retreat!
We've caught those dangerous heretics, but we're still on guard. I lost a friend to one of those monsters.
When the final bell tolls, the earth will be destroyed, and the world will be reborn.
I like old Ranulph. He's one of my favorites.
I hear rumors of the murder victims returning from the beyond. You know, the ones killed by the children of XIII. Apparitions go against the Order's beliefs. I suspect this is all nothing more than a wild rumor fanned by superstition.
Ah mais on peut... Ouah. Genre le mec il avait aucune... il avait pas d'indication sur la tête et il donne quand même une quête. Ok. Ça fait pas beaucoup de d'indications mais bon.
Freshly baked muffins here.
Bon, il faudrait que je retourne dans le cimetière là je pense. Ou un endroit où il y a des ennemis puissants qui filent de la... des PA.
When the final bell tolls, the earth will be destroyed, and the world will be
Boring. I don't have time to play.
Now.
I play by my own rules.
Citizens, lend me your ear. Eternal despair is the only end for those who turn
These are indeed dark days.
We didn't get all of them.
Thanks for looking. think you might like this. I challenge you. Funeral. It couldn't end any other way. However it happens, I have to win. Challenge accepted. I will strike you down.
C'est relou, il attaque toujours au moment où je suis en l'air. Je me fais éclater un peu.
Keep up if you can. All right, time for this. I challenge you.
Alors, j'achète des potions en vent. J'ai pris cher encore. Pourquoi il est aussi fort lui? C'est quoi le principe?
can't really.
Genre même en défendant, je prends cher. Quoi. En juste.
Hope they find peace.
Bon, on va éviter ce combat, je pense, à partir de maintenant. Au pire, il m'a filé beaucoup de PE, donc je peux me permettre d'utiliser ça. Et si derrière je me refais attaquer, je suis pas trop serein.
Lightning strikes.
Déjà que le dragon de base, je galère, je vais pas l'affronter en plus avec le malus KO.
not hope to win. Expect me to back
Pourquoi
down?
j'ai fait ça? Ça va, normalement je peux me barrer. Heureusement qu'il y a ça en mode facile parce que sinon ça serait bien relou. Je me souviens plus trop d'où je voulais aller. En vrai, je pourrais refaire un tour dans la basse ville. Et après aller au niveau de la cathédrale. Je pense. Genre... Ouais, non, en fait, je devrais carrément passer par là. Il faut que je réexplore tout ça, là. Parce que finalement, j'ai juste couru à travers en poursuivant Noël, mais j'ai pas trop tout fouillé, je pense. Et après, je pense que j'aurais fait le tour, littéralement.
Is she with the company?
Il n'y a plus d'ennemis.
Challenge accepted. I need more time. Keep up if you can. Now. You want to be saved.
C'est dommage que la musique revienne pas tout le temps quand on revient dans cette zone. perdu là. Ah oui. Mais du coup, par là-bas, il y a quoi? Il y a rien? Ah, c'est juste pour revenir en fait. Je crois que j'entends un coffre.
This'll be easy. Lightning strikes.
Bon, comme ça je suis sûr d'avoir rien raté. Plus ou moins. Salut Isidus.
It's your funeral.
Je me demande pourquoi à chaque fois quand on commence un combat, je sais pas si c'est une stat quelque part ou pas. Ah oui, ATB initial, ok. Donc ça vient de cette tenue là ou elles ont toutes... Ah oui, ATB initial 100, ATB... Ok d'accord. Donc ça vient de cette tenue là. Peut-être faudrait que je la change à l'occasion. Elle a quoi de spécial en vrai? Résistance physique et magique, c'est ça, non? Ah non, ça c'est force plus 15. Ouais, bon après elle a le coup puissant qui est cool, mais je l'utilise pas tant que ça en vrai, donc s'il y a mieux en truc de bourrin, c'est peut-être plus intéressant. Mais genre ça me ferait baisser la force, pourquoi? Donc il y a une stat de force de base sur chaque... sur chaque truc, non? Attends. Couleur. Ah mais c'est vrai que je peux changer les couleurs de la tenue. Trop bien. Ça n'a aucun sens. Bref, c'est pas ça que je voulais regarder. Ah ouais, j'ai un force sur 40 ici, mais du coup, si je me mets sur ça, je perds combien? Ouais, je perds pas énormément en force, donc c'est pas un malus de ouf. Ici, j'ai une attaque et une garde niveau 2. C'est quoi la différence entre ça? C'est juste le skin. Ça pareil. Ah là j'ai un fauchage, sachant que la garde je l'ai de base. Ici aussi. Ça c'est pas mal pour la TB mais il n'y a aucune stat avec. Oh, pourquoi ils l'ont mis là le mage rouge? C'est assez bizarre un mage rouge il me semble. Ouais. C'est genre équilibré. Bon, on va prendre un truc Weeb pour changer, non? Avec que des trucs Weeb. Bon, celui-là, c'est un swap color de mon truc de magie, donc je vais pas le mettre. Mettre celui-là, peut-être. Ouais, parce que là il y a un fauchage, ça peut toujours servir. Ouais, tant que j'ai pas d'attaque spéciale, je vais mettre ça. Et du coup, là la garde c'est bon. J'ai même mieux, non? Attends. Ouais, c'est un poil mieux. Ah mais c'est sur une autre tenue. Ah bah je laisse ça. Fauchage, et donc là, ouais, je laisse ça, c'est bien ça. Ça en vrai c'est pas mal, sachant que je regagne des PV à chaque entre les combats. C'est une bonne arnaque. Ok, et ben très bien. On verra bien ce que ça donne. Oh non, la cape passe à travers. Je vais juste pas le mettre en style principal. Il y avait une quête là.
What? How did you?
Come on, Micah. You know Huh? Wait, you're not her.
Ulrich, what do you think you're doing accosting strangers like that? I'm sorry. Forgive him. My son mistook you for our dear Miss Micah. It must have been the hair. Hers was exactly the same color.
Right. Easy mistake to make.
Miss Micah is beloved by our god Benevelza. What with the rose-colored hair, some even speculate that she could be the chosen
Celle
one.
qui s'est fait tuer dans la gare, non? Il y a un mec par terre.
She told me.
The savior with rose-colored hair, huh?
Yes. Dear Miss Micah. She is a wonderful young woman, always coming to the aid of the sick and ailing, like myself.
We've been waiting ages for her next visit. I thought you were her.
Were you expecting her to come again soon?
Uh-huh, and guess what else? She even promised us she would bring a phantom rose for us next time she came.
It's a crimson-colored flower, very similar to a rose, But while everyone knows of it, no one's ever actually seen one. They're said to never wither or die. They maintain their life and beauty forever.
A flower that never dies. It's no wonder no one's ever found one.
You're not easily fooled, are you? Yes, the Phantom Rose is nothing more than a fairy tale told to children. But this is what Micah said when she left. I'll bring you the legendary flower that no one believes can be found. So don't you give up on hope. Keep living. As you can see, I don't have much time left. But when she told me to go on living, I wanted to hold on, just so I wouldn't let her down.
Fake savior lady! If you see the real Micah around, tell her that she better not forget her promise to me, okay?
Ulrich, who taught you it was okay to be rude to others?
Ok, un rose fantôme. Bon, vu la difficulté, à mon avis, c'est pas un truc que je trouverai dès maintenant. Pas un indice.
I'll tell her not to forget about your flower.
Thanks. You're alright for a fake. I haven't seen Micah around in ages. I wonder what she's doing. I hope she's doing okay.
Challenge accepted. Savior's got a job.
Suppose I should get up.
I will strike you down.
I don't know who he was.
You're the one who will save us all.
Il faut que je fasse un point Matériel. Là.
I'll release your soul. Now.
Mysterious spells.
Blessed be, friend. Thank you for your interest.
Bon, c'est pas très passionnant là. Ouais, mais attends, le temps passe pendant qu'on fait des fusions ou des trucs comme ça là. Ce serait un peu abusé. Bon, bah du coup, je pense que je peux aller là. J'ai fait le tour et j'ai rien vu de spécial donc. Je sais pas si ça va lancer carrément autre chose ou pas. De toute façon, il y a forcément un moment où ils vont me dire faut attendre le matin et du coup.
You think you can beat me? Expected as much. No room for doubts now. got in my way.
There'll be bounty hunters in there.
Giga relou le taux d'apparition des ennemis là. Juste dans cette rue.
You seem a bit troubled.
Yes, it's true, I am, but I don't know that it's something I'd feel comfortable discussing with a stranger.
Fine. I wouldn't want to force you to talk.
You are a rather frank one, aren't you, miss? It's not that I've been sworn to silence or anything. Quite the opposite. I feel like I've got to tell someone. Let me start from the beginning. I am Eremiah, one of the blessed members of the Order tasked with looking after Lady Vanille.
Did you say Vanille?
Yes, our Lady Vanille. The one and only holy saint who has been gifted with the mysterious ability to hear the cries of the dead that are carried on the winds of chaos.
Vanille, the saint?
Yes, well the fact is that the Holy One is particularly attached to one particular belonging. A small stone that she always carries.
I'm guessing it's no regular piece of rock.
You're quite right. It seems like something very special. It reflects the light with a rainbow iridescence. But several days ago, that very stone was stolen by some reprehensible thief. Ever since its disappearance, the poor saint has hardly said a word. She's completely withdrawn.
She can't find the thief?
Find the thief? The holy saint? She cannot leave the cathedral. It is completely out of the question.
I see, so you keep your precious saint locked up like some sort of criminal or animal.
You say too much. Well, the only reason the saint is kept within the cathedral is for her own safety and protection.
She can't be trusted with herself?
Yes, that's it, exactly.
If what you say is true and she never leaves the cathedral, then only other Order members could have gotten to her.
You're suggesting that a member of the Order stole the saint's precious belonging? You could not be more wrong. It's impossible.
Then you admit others into the cathedral to see your saint, do you?
There is an outfit which is allowed to enter to make their deliveries, but their staff always go through a thorough inspection. They couldn't even sneak out a pebble if they tried.
There's an exception to every rule. Where do I find them?
I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I think they work out of the warehouse district.
Ok, les marchands des entrepôts. Enfin, je la rachète.
The warehouse district, huh? I don't know how far I'll get, but at least I can give it a shot.
Oh, you are far too kind. Just knowing that there are such generous souls searching will surely put the saint at ease.
Let's see, my next customer is...
The Shadow Hunter, that is to say.
I wonder if there even was a Shadow Hunter.
I can't just...
What's the story with the box?
Well, it was given to us by a customer, but they must have forgotten to address it.
Why don't you just give it back to that customer?
Well, that's where things get a bit sticky, you see. One of our new lads handled the package. Said some bigwig from the cathedral gave it to him. Asked if we could hold it for a while.
From the cathedral, huh? Let me guess. That bigwig is tied to the saint somehow, aren't they?
How'd you know that? That's amazing. The new lad was delivering packages to the saint's quarters when he met this person. Never even got their name or anything. We've really stuck our foot in it now. The Order is one of our biggest customers. We can't go back and admit we took a package from someone there without checking it.
I may be able to help you out. I'm looking for something that was taken from the cathedral. I'd like to check that box. If it's there, I'll return it myself. I'll take full responsibility for it.
I'd love to let you take a look, but I haven't been able to get it open. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be smashed open at this rate.
Fine, I can handle that.
Wait, what? Hold on, seriously? You're kidding, right?
No, not really.
Looks like there's a lot more to this than I know. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna look the other way on this one.
How about it? Wanna look-see?
Hey, is this the stone that Vanille's missing?
Oh, this rainbow sparkle, this sheen. Yes, this is it exactly. The saint will be thrilled to have it back, I'm sure.
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do. The saint confided the truth to me when it appeared lost forever. She told me that this stone, this very stone, was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her crystal stasis 13 years ago. She claims this stone holds a special power. Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family who is lost to her now. I can tell she cares for them with all her heart.
Family? She must have meant Fang.
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for the saint to sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone meant so much to her. Tell Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her that message. But you will have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The Holy Saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked to give you this. Here.
Oh, nice.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chambers. The gates are locked. But if you use that key that you have there...
Then... I'll be able to see Vanille.
Yes. Just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but joy and happiness.
Ok, je pensais pas que j'allais pouvoir l'avoir aussitôt. Je me rappelle que dans ma première partie, c'était arrivé très tard ça.
Lightning? Long time no see, Vanille. You look well, and you haven't changed. You're just as I remember.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille. We'd fought together once, a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who had toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other?
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up.
Right? Thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while. But she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
There's a lot of chaos swirling around in here. I'd have thought the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Yes, I know. It hurts terribly. I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices? Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swirling around me. Every single cry feels like a dagger. Right in my heart.
There must be so many millions of souls, and you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to. and there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it.
The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
Besides, if she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building for years. Layers of souls, a black hole of pain. Try and imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
Bon, bonne ambiance. Je me souviens plus du tout comment il se termine cet arc.
Finally, I have you back. Did you run into a chaos infusion or something?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Vanille was looking well. Don't you think so?
Hope, is it me, or do you sound happy? Does someone have a little crush?
What are you talking about, Light? Of course not.
Ok. Mais du coup c'est tout. Je pense que pour le moment j'ai pas accès à la suite de l'histoire, on va dire. Ça a l'air d'être où? Il y a une statue, il y a des chaises derrière, ça doit être dans le quartier là. Peut-être vers l'espèce d'église. Et des chaises. Je pense que c'est ces chaises là, mais j'arrive pas à voir où est-ce que c'est exactement. Attends, derrière il y a des bâtiments blancs avec une sorte d'arche bizarre. Non, c'est pas ici en fait.
Must go home at night to sleep.
Je sais pas trop où c'est en fait. Merci pour le Snake Hat. Et salut. Faudrait que j'essaie de regagner des PE. Merde.
Got in my way.
Je comprends pas trop. Il est censé y avoir un... Il est censé y avoir un des fantômes ici. Peut-être qu'il y a un ordre.
Strikes. It's your funeral. I challenge you. Fool could not hope to win. Clears, the cycle is complete.
Ça me saoule, j'arrive pas à trouver l'endroit exact. Peut-être que c'est que en journée, mais ça m'étonnerait. Là, il y a des chaises. Est-ce que ça pourrait être là? Il y a des bâtiments blancs derrière, mais je pense que c'est peut-être dans la place principale, en fait, vers la gare. Il me semble qu'il y avait des tables et des chaises là-bas. Ah, et là il y a une statue. Ah, mais en fait c'est aux endroits où il y avait des meufs mortes, non? Et là on voit rien. Je comprends pas. C'est censé être là en fait, non? Je vais regarder sur internet vite fait. Fantômes apparaissent en... Je comprends pas. Il faut parler à tous les mecs?
Is it your first time in the city? This is North Station. There's a South Station.
Non mais t'es pas.
The South
Ah ouais,
Station
au secours, au secours.
the only place.
Apparemment il y a quelqu'un dans le coin qui parle de celui qui est monté là. Non. Quelqu'un qui parle des fantômes ici normalement. En fait je comprends pas si je suis censé interroger les mecs qui parlent des fantômes. Ou trouver les fantômes. Mais les fantômes, je les vois nulle part, donc...
A great number. Let us solve it.
C'est bizarre. Je comprends vraiment pas comment elles fonctionnent les quêtes, donc c'est un peu... c'est un peu frustrant. Et visiblement les solus comprennent pas non plus parce qu'elles disent rien de plus et ça marche pas, donc il doit y avoir des conditions qui n'ont pas été bien comprises. Non mais en vrai je vais faire un tour dans le cimetière et farmer jusqu'à ce que je recharge tous mes trucs parce que sinon j'aurais pas assez de temps et ça va me saouler.
He's always been a slightly odd. He'll randomly burst out laughing as if he just doesn't look like he's...
Ou alors les passants qu'on interroge ils peuvent apparaître 2 jours, mais si c'est ça c'est débile.
got in my way. You disgust me. This will be your last battle. Challenge accepted. May you find your way home. Strike you down. Lightning strikes. Lightning strikes.
Je suis même pas à 10 heures de jeu, je suis déjà en train de farmer quoi. Quelle angoisse.
Don't even try. It's your funeral.
Bon. J'essaie de voir si je peux trouver les persos. Je crois qu'il faut d'abord que je parle aux persos qui me parlent des fantômes pour ensuite pouvoir voir les fantômes. C'est un peu bizarre mais... Parce que du coup... attends. Ils me disent quoi exactement? Enquêter à ce sujet, ouais donc... Donc c'est très vague. En plus ils bougent les habitants, c'est trop chiant. Ok, donc apparemment il y en a un ici. Ici, là, sur cette place. Visiblement, il n'y a personne.
Thank you for visiting.
Ouais, donc ça doit être une histoire de... d'heures.
Do you visit anytime?
Ah, clever.
Peut-être que je reparle à lui.
I hear rumors of the murder victims returning. Apparitions go against the...
The day is nigh when God will send his mighty servant to save the soul.
Trust in our God Bunavelza, for he will never let us stray from the divine path that leads us to salvation.
Calme-toi. Ouais, bon, je pense que je peux pas la faire maintenant cette quête en fait. Ça devrait être indiqué ce genre de choses, c'est un peu frustrant. Ça du coup non plus. Ça c'est pas encore. Ça c'est chaque jour il faut revenir. Et ça il faut que je revienne à une certaine heure. Du coup... Oh bah, ils disent n'importe quoi dans la solution. Trois fantômes apparaissent alors entre minuit et 4 heures. Ouais, donc faut parler à tout le monde, mais ils disent pas à quelle heure ils apparaissent les PNJ. Un soldat près de la Grande Horloge, un habitant à la limite du quartier de la Grande Horloge et de la gare sud. Je vais voir. Gare sud c'est là, et horloge c'est là, ouais donc c'est là où je fouillais tout à l'heure quoi. Je pense que c'est juste pas à cette heure-ci qu'on le voit, quoi. Ou alors c'est lui.
Welcome to our
Non.
We eagerly await your next visit. Step right up. Thanks as always. Have your sights on any...
Non, je pense pas que ça soit... J'avais pas vu qu'il y avait des costumes ici. Je pense pas que ça soit un marchand.
Come back anytime.
That's right, it'll cure what...
Je vais reprendre des potions, tiens.
Thank you. Magic medicine, get it here first.
Bon, clairement, il n'y a personne là. Ça, c'est la place de l'idole. Ça, c'est la seconde avenue. Ouais, bon, je pense qu'il n'y a personne. Ok, bah du coup, j'ai plus rien à faire, non? Je vais quand même regarder la liste des quêtes au cas où. Ça c'est en plein jour, ça aussi. Ça aussi, putain, il y a plein de trucs qui sont que en plein jour en fait. Sachant que la prochaine journée, je pense pas rester à XIII en fait. Donc il faudra que je revienne au jour 3. Enfin non, on est déjà au jour... Attends, mais quand ils disent jour 2, c'est à partir de minuit ou c'est à 6h? Non, c'est à 6h je crois. Ok, ok. Le mot journal. Ouais, ça j'ai déjà vu. Voilà, il y a des quêtes qui se commencent la journée mais qui se finissent la nuit, ce genre de truc, c'est trop chiant. C'est vraiment super chiant pour tout planifier, il y a tellement de quêtes qui sont à des moments différents et tout, et à différents endroits aussi. Il faut vraiment tout programmer en avance, c'est assez chiant. Bon, bah je vais juste courir au pif jusqu'à ce qu'il soit 6h, je pense. Je pense vraiment avoir fait tout ce que je pouvais faire pour le moment.
I challenge you. Fool could not hope to win.
Careful, lady.
I challenge you. Fool could not hope to win.
Putain, mais en plus je regagne plein de PE là. S'il y avait besoin, je pourrais bloquer le temps en permanence.
I don't know if there's truth to this, but the 100, what was once an area for a long time.
Ouais, c'est bon, tais-toi.
Life is short and the world will end soon. But my memories with Jem will last forever.
Ok. Ah, mais... Il y en a un, il est dans le trottoir. Mais qu'est-ce qu'ils ont? Ils sont pas bien, je crois.
We have goods you won't find anywhere else. One thing they
Now.
Miss Mighty Savior, what can I do for you on this fine day?
Ah, les pelages de glouton, j'ai presque ce qu'il faut. Bon, par contre, les trucs de gremlins, j'y suis pas encore, mais bon. Est-ce que lui peut me donner des infos? Je pense pas, c'est que sur les monstres. Ouais.
There's no way I'm stepping foot in Yuthan.
Ticket for one, please.
Trains departing from the North Station are
Bon, je vais refaire un tour. Peut-être qu'à partir de 4 heures, il y a des nouvelles personnes.
Be careful. These days it's the humans you should be afraid of.
C'est vraiment dommage qu'il n'y ait pas marqué dans le jeu les heures auxquelles tel ou tel perso apparaît. Surtout une fois qu'on l'a déjà rencontré et qu'on doit lui rendre une quête, parce que du coup on passe plus de temps à chercher les gens qu'à jouer, quoi.
Armand was mumbling. I think he was...
I lost a friend to one of those monsters.
The days when he ruled the...
Listen, not all the heretics want
Can you see my blade? Challenge accepted. The end is close. Lightning strikes.
If you want to earn some pocket change, a seed hunter's the way to go. Barrett's kind of a creep and a weirdo, but he's legit. He's always looking for new blood.
Whether the hunter is involved in all this or not, though, that's the real question.
Keep your eye on the clock. It's nearly time to get you back up here.
Ouais, je sais. J'attends que ça. Quoi? Bah non, j'attends pas que ça, il y a un nouveau truc.
Look like you're enjoying yourself. Good book?
It's my journal. I've written in it for years. I read through it every day. Reminds me of the past. I'm retired, so I have plenty of time on my hands.
Those are all yours? Every single one?
I've been writing for 500 years now. That adds up, you know. The memories. I've experienced so much in those years. I've really led a great life. Nowadays, I find joy in reading about the past and enjoying freshly baked delicious muffins. That's all a simple man like me really needs.
The simple pleasures in life for a simple man.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, speaking of freshly baked muffins.
Fresh out of the oven, just the way you like them.
Excellent. Thank you very much, young man.
You say that to me every day. Change it up a little, will ya?
Oh, I'll think of something different for you tomorrow. Let me see here. There you go.
Thanks. See ya.
Marlin bakes the most mouth-watering muffins. They're exquisite. He even delivers them to me here personally every day.
That's nice. You two seem like you're old friends.
Well, I'd like to think we're more than that. Talking to him always cheers me up. I've never had a family of my own. To me, that friendly boy who brings me muffins every day is like the son I never had.
Great memories, great food, and great friends. What more do you need? Looks like you're all set.
Indeed I am. I know we don't have much longer in this world, but even if everything ends tomorrow, I'll have no regrets. Well, except for one little thing. It's about these journals. Well, I'm afraid I lost the first one some time ago. It chronicles the first 50 years of my life. 50 years.
You want it back, of course.
Yes, I do. I don't suppose I could ask. Well, do you think you could look around for it?
Bah ouais, j'ai que ça à faire.
Sure, why not? I'll take a look. How will I know it's yours?
My name is written on the cover. I don't think you should have any problems recognizing it. Oh, and I'd like to ask you not to read it if you find it. Not to say my life has been all that exciting.
Of course. It'll be tricky to find, though. Is there anything else that might help? Do you remember where or when you lost it?
Well... It's a bit of a long shot, but... I may have donated it with some of my old books by mistake, a long time ago. If memory serves, they went to a woman named Mitka. She runs a secondhand shop, or used to. I'm afraid I don't know where she is now, or what she's doing.
Do you know anyone named Mitka? She owned a secondhand shop long ago in this city.
Mitka. I know someone with that name. I see her around the commercial district all the time. From the looks of it, she doesn't own a shop, though.
Wow. Was it really the Shadow Hunter who killed those poor girls?
J'ai trop peur de rater des quêtes là. Salut Adrien. Quartier commerçant, c'est là. Ouais bon, peu importe par où je passe. Putain, je passe jamais par ici. Oups.
I'm looking for a woman who used to own a bookstore in these parts. She also goes by the name Mitka.
Well, my name is Mitka, and I ran a bookshop once back in the day, but that was over 200 years ago. Are you certain I'm the one you're looking for?
I'm not, but maybe you can help me. Listen, I know it's been a while, but I was wondering if you remember a man named Ranulf.
Ah, yes, I remember him. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Who are you anyway? What do you want with him?
He's the one who found me, really. He asked me to track down an old journal of his for him.
He did? That's a strange request. And what is he up to these days?
Eating muffins and reading his books. That's about it, really.
Oh. So, why are you helping him, if you don't mind my asking?
It's what I do, that's all.
Oh. Are you one of those people who does charity work?
Call it what you will. So, can you help me out?
All I can tell you is that I've never handled his journal, but I do know a thing or two about his past. But none of that is for me to divulge. If you want the truth, you need to find out for yourself.
I plan to. I just don't know where to start.
Head to the part of the city they call the Warren. Once there, seek out the man with no name.
Ouais.
Right. Hope there's only one of them, or that's gonna be rather difficult.
Oh, not to worry. You'll find him. But I urge you to be very, very careful. What you're doing is admirable, but it might not be what he really needs.
Ok. Ouais, le chrono c'est assez chiant. Non seulement il y a le chrono qui est chiant, il y a aussi le fait que... Enfin, tout ce qui est lié au chrono, le fait qu'il y ait des persos qui apparaissent que à certaines heures et on sait jamais, donc... Enfin, le jeu manque d'indications, il faudrait que les persos... Enfin, genre quand on accepte une quête par exemple, il faudrait qu'ils nous disent exactement quand, genre... Attends, c'était lequel? Celui-là. Lui, je l'ai rencontré, et en fait, à partir de 17 h il disparaît. Et c'est marqué nulle part, en fait. Du coup, je savais pas. Et si j'avais su, j'aurais fait en sorte de finir la quête avant et de pouvoir lui rendre, quoi. Du coup, c'est chiant, il faut vraiment soit tout noter, soit... Ouais, voilà, soit avoir une solution.
I challenge you. May you find your way home.
The Shadow Hunter was a real gracious...
What?
Care to tell me your name?
You only need
Ah,
a name
c'est lui.
if you want to talk to people. If you don't, then what good is it? That's why I don't need one. Nor do I ever want one again.
You're definitely the one I'm looking for. The man without a name. That's you.
It's true, I've been nameless for many years. But am I the one you seek? Who knows? Who knows anything for certain in this dying world?
I guess we can skip the introductions then. I've got a question for you. This is a rough neighborhood you're living in.
Uh-huh. And the fact that you're here means you must be new to the city. Most folk don't come here. Why would they? This place used to have a name and everything. But then the chaos came, and folks fled in fear, abandoning their homes.
Which meant it became the perfect hideout for crooks and other lowlifes living in this city.
Indeed. Like me, for example. This will be my home till I die.
Calme-toi.
Are you still here?
What's your story?
Don't get your hopes up. It's nothing too exciting. I used to be part of an organization, until one day I made a huge blunder. I've been holed up here ever since, hiding my shame from the world. The end.
If your past is so shameful, why are you telling me? Shouldn't you be keeping it to yourself?
It doesn't matter anymore. Legally, I'm dead. I don't even exist officially.
How do you make a living, or even eat?
My son helps me out. He's a good kid, unlike his old man. I hope he doesn't end up like me. Are you still here?
The reason I wanted to talk to you is because I'm looking for a journal. It belonged to Ranulph.
Ranulph's journal? Why? What do you want with a thing like that?
Nothing. It's not for me. He asked me to find it for him. I'm just doing him a favor.
I thought this day would come. After 2 centuries, I'd hoped he'd given up. But when has a man like me ever gotten his way in this miserable world? So much water under the bridge.
What did you say?
You say Ranulph asked you to do this for him. Is that true?
That's right. He did.
Then go to Yusnan. A woman named Durin has what you're looking for. When you see her, hand her this letter. Tell her that Reddick sent you.
Reddick. So that's your name.
It was centuries ago. Anyway, You tell Orin who sent you, and she'll help you out. Orin liked to watch the trains go by. She would sit and watch for hours. You'll probably find her near the overlook in XIII, where you can see the tracks.
Ok, donc c'est une autre quête que je peux pas terminer tant que je suis pas allé à XIII. Bon. Bon. Et ben, du coup, il n'y a plus qu'à attendre 6 heures, je pense. Je vais arrêter, mais je sais pas si je m'arrête avant de remonter à l'arche ou après. Je pense que ce serait peut-être mieux de remonter, d'arrêter avant, comme ça la prochaine fois je commence direct, ça fera un résumé. Ouais non, je sais pas trop.
Let us pray.
Je sais pas si je peux lui demander de me TP directement à un autre endroit. Je pense que je vais m'arrêter vers la gare comme ça. Si je reviens, je serai vers la gare et je pourrai partir directement.
If you wish to go to the Wildlands or the Dead Dunes, you should go down to South Station.
Ah merde, c'est à la station du sud en fait. Est-ce que j'ai le temps d'y aller Ah mais attends, si je prends ça, ça m'amène à la station du sud, non? Non, ça m'amène à XIII. Moi j'ai pas envie d'aller à XIII. Quoique. Si en vrai, ce serait peut-être bien de faire XIII en deux. Attends. Est-ce que... Ah ouais, j'ai pas encore les plots des autres quêtes. Ouais, donc ça va être là en remontant en fait que je vais avoir le choix. Bon, au pire, je prendrai le train pour aller à la gare du Sud. Quoique, attends, vu que ça me recharge mes PE, je vais utiliser la chronostase. Et je vais aller vers la gare du Sud. Comme ça, au moins, je serai prêt.
Venture into the warren.
Je sais même pas si je vais avoir le temps.
We didn't get all of them.
Bon, ça, je suis pas loin, quoi qu'il arrive. Tac, je vais m'arrêter pile devant. Je vais mettre la même, comme ça je pourrai regarder le panneau avant de partir. Ouais, le haut de la cathédrale, il est coupé.
go! Making a triumphant return!
You again.
Right, can you hear me? I'm getting interference.
Buzz off, Hope. He does like to talk, that one. But jeepers, that was some showdown. Didn't go like I thought.
How so?
Okay, pop quiz. You get a special treat if you can tell me who showed Noel the Oracle Drive recording.
I'm guessing you?
Boy, I really underestimated the Shadow Hunter. I never expected he'd sabotage the prophecy himself.
After you went to all that trouble to set it up, my heart bleeds for you.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I didn't want it to go down any more than you. I'm happy it didn't. The world in that prophecy wasn't real. It was just a pretty fake. Like this god of yours, Benevelza. You know he's not omniscient. There are some things even he can't see.
Things he can't see? Things like this?
Oh, you're sharp as a knife, aren't you? When did you get to know so much about things? Still, I wonder if God knows his servant has her own agenda.
You don't know what you're talking about.
C'est marrant parce qu'on sait pas si Lumina est en train d'essayer de retourner le cerveau de Lightning ou si elle sait vraiment quelque chose et Lightning a vraiment une intention qu'on connaît pas nous-mêmes en tant que joueurs. Ouais, je pense qu'ils auraient pu faire un mode facile où il n'y a pas le chrono par exemple. Ok, 3e jour et c'est toujours 6 jours avant la fin. Pour le moment, tant que je ramène un jour à chaque fois, c'est bon. C'est rentable.
How's life on the surface?
Ok. Ah, résurrection? Comment ça, résurrection? Se relever d'un chaos et récupérer des PV en proportion des PV utilisés. D'accord. Donc si je meurs, je peux quand même me revenir au cas où. Mais ça me coûte 2 points quand même. Donc, après, si c'est contre un boss, sachant que les boss, on gagne 10 PE à la fin du combat, c'est de toute façon rentable. Ok, ok. Et ben, je vais m'arrêter là. J'ai pas fait grand chose aujourd'hui, mais je comptais pas streamer longtemps de toute façon. Et j'ai quand même fait quelques quêtes annexes et tout, donc c'est cool.